everyone, welcome to my channel. Now today is a busy book for my 7-year-old. She's We have already entered the next year. I'm going to try different kind of stuff with her in like first 2 or 3 months to see which level she's in, how much she has to work, which topic she has conquered very well in last year's curriculum, which we have to work next year. All the testing times are here, so just first 2 or 3 months bear with us. We will be testing different kind of topics, different kind of levels of topics. Not sure she can do all of them, but we will see. It'll give me an idea like what I have to create next. So in this one we are doing statement questions of time elapsed, graph, division and fractions, some addition and subtraction with hundreds and tens. So still kept it very simple for her, but again we will see how much we are good at it. So Sam woke up at 7:40 a.m. She took 1 hour for bath. She took half hour for food. Then she left home. What time did she leave home? We do these questions verbally because like this is the time. This is 5:40 p.m. You will take 30 minutes to eat or half an hour to eat food. What time can you leave? We do these questions verbally already. She is doing good at them verbally. So I want to see in the busy book, can she really, like, there are 2 steps here. It's not usually it's at home, it's only 1 step, right? Like you go after half an hour or you go after 2 hours. Here there are 2 steps. So I want to see how does she do. I think she'd be able to do it. It's a graphing thing. I realized we have not done graphs for a very, very long time. She did, I think, 2 years back or somewhere when we used to do some simple workbooks. We have not done graphs in busy books ever. So I just thought, I saw this kind of question again, which is graph, but with multiplication. So how many stickers should A give to B so that B and C have same amount of stickers? Here, one triangle is equal to 4 stickers. So basically, a and B, there's a difference of 3 triangles. There's a difference of 12 stickers. So this is a graph interpretation as well as multiplication together. This is again we are trying some part of fractions. She knows some basic fractions, but again I'm really testing the water that till what level of fractions she's comfortable with. So non-shaded part will be like 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 parts are not shaded out of 12, so it should be 9 by 12. We'll see what she can do here. Division. Sam has 29 flowers. He wants to make 4 packs of 9 flowers. So basically he needs 36 flowers. How many flowers does he need? How many more flowers does he need? So it's 36 minus 29. It's the advanced level version for her, but again, what is her grasp of this concept yet? Will give me an idea. A pizza is cut into 9 equal pieces. A took 2 pieces, B ate 3 pieces, C ate the rest. So basically 5 pieces were eaten, 4 pieces were left. Again, I have done only visual thing, you do half of it or cut everything in half. They do visually, but this cannot be done visually because I'm not sure she can, cut a circle into 9 pieces equally. I mean, I can't. I was thinking it you can, but not like in drawing I can't. So I really want to see that can she verbally infer it. Like I'm doing verbally, I'm not drawing it. 5 pieces have been eaten, 4 are left, so 4 by 9 is left, right? So it's still advanced level of fraction for her without visual aid. Again, my intention is to test how much did she get the concept of fractions. Here we're doing, after this difficult part, some easy one. We are working on bigger numbers, non-fluency kind of numbers for addition subtraction, like 492 minus 46. This so 490 minus 46 she will do, or basically 2 or 6 will remove. Basically this is a different kind of addition and subtraction she has to do in her mental maths. We are not doing carry or anything. I have not given space to her. It is not vertically we do. So this is what level I am at. This is how what kind of questions I think I'm comfortable doing with. I want to see how much she has to reach, how much subtraction practice of these kind of questions we need to do this year. That is what the intention is. So they are not like symmetric in the sense for me, like 500 minus 115 is easy, right? If you see 500 में से पहले 100 remove कर दो, 15 और remove कर दो, you do like that. Here it will not be. If 500, 3 you have to remember that was left, and then remove 100, then 15 and 3 more. So it is a difficult kind of subtraction for her, especially when it's not vertically written. This is money level. She loves doing with money, so I add one or two money questions everywhere. Simple, complicated, it doesn't matter for her. So A and B have $40. B has 10 more than A. So how much money does B have? So it is difficult, because B is 10 more than A. It means B is equal to 10 plus A. So 10 plus 2A is equal to 40. So A is equal to $15 and B will be 25. It is difficult, but she does a lot of money things in her mind when she and her sister are dealing with money, with a piggy bank money. So this is again a way to test her that she can really think about the money in her mind so well. I'm not sure. Again, testing that how much she can do it. This is a very simple questions, but like one triangle, two triangles, three triangles. Can she draw four triangles? Can she infer that? Like it's going 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. You get that? But if you see only lower level, like 1, 2, 3, we are adding. So the question is very easy, but does she get the trick? So just a fun question added here for her. Again, practicing hundreds and ones because I think she's good at it. She's really good at it. But it's just when we are going to thousands, we have not practiced much. Last year in thousands, we just started. I think in November we started with thousands, so we still need to have to practice this one. So 709 plus 420. So it will go to answer more than 1000. Here also 3800 is equal to 3000. So then, though she knows the concept, but we have not practiced thousands. So that's what we are going to practice in this one. So that's all as a busy book for my 7-year-old. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye bye.